Hi everyone. Data scientist is known as the hottest job of the 21st century. On an average in US, a data scientist earns 130K to 190K per year. And an average data scientist salary in India is somewhere between 8 lakh rupees per year to 20 lakh rupees per year. But what is data science? So I'm Hari. I did my master's in data science and I'm working as a data scientist. So let's learn data science from scratch. Let's get started. Before learning about data science, let's take an analogy. Let's say you're Sherlock Holmes and you're entering a crime scene. You see a murder which has happened right now, like few minutes back, and you are being called to examine and you're being asked to report what happened over there. What would your first step be? You'll try to see what has happened there. You'll try to see the things or the items that are lying around. You'll try to find the evidence that you might collect in that area. You might try to connect the dots between the things that you see in that place. So that would be your first step, right? And what would you do? After analyzing what has happened in the first place, your second step would be you understood that this is not a normal murder. This has been done by a serial killer, and you understood that this is not going to be just a single murder. He's going to do more, and you have the responsibility to stop that. You found out, now you predicted that this is not just going to be a single murder, it might be multiple murders in the future. So now you have to take a course of action. You have to do particular steps so that this murderer will be caught pretty soon. Why did I tell this story in the first place? So this is what a data scientist do. But yeah, let me be more specific. A data science can be categorized into three components: descriptive analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. So first, descriptive analytics. So what did you do as a detective when you came to the crime scene? You try to analyze what has happened with the data that you already have. So that is called descriptive analytics. And the predictive analytics part is you predicted what is going to happen in the future. You got to know that this is not a normal murder. It has been done by a serial killer, which means it can happen again. You predicted what is going to happen in the future with the past data or the evidence that you had in place. What is prescriptive analytics? Prescriptive analytics is the course of action that you're going to take, which will alter or determine what might happen in the future. So you might take few actions or steps to catch the serial killer. So that is prescriptive analytics. But if you think, hey Harry, this analogy doesn't make any sense to me. How does a data scientist daily work looks like? Can you give me an example? Yeah. So let's go through a data science project workflow using these three components in place. Okay, let's run a case study. In this case study, imagine yourself to be a data scientist. What is the task over here? There is a huge company called Netflix. They are coming to you and they are asking you to do a project. The project is Mr. X is one of the Netflix subscribers, and Netflix is giving you the task that what should we do to make sure that Mr. X stays in Netflix forever so that he won't cancel the subscription. So as a data scientist, you have access to all the Netflix data. Now you have to give them suggestions based on what the data that you have. First step, descriptive analytics. What would you do? You'll go through all the data that you have about Mr. X. Basically, you'll try to find out what kind of movies that he has watched already. For example, let's say if he likes thrillers, and thriller movies are one of the top most genre movies that he has watched on Netflix. So you understood that Mr. X likes these kind of movies in the first place. After the descriptive analytics follows the predictive analytics. Based on this, you can predict that. So which means it's more likely that he's going to watch more thriller movies in the future based on his past. And if you got to know that he's going to watch all these movies in the future, you can go to Netflix and you can tell them, hey, this is my analysis. And you can give them suggestions like, if you add X, Y, Z movies to your subscription service, it's more likely that Mr. X is going to enjoy all these movies, which most likely that he's going to stay in Netflix forever. This is how a data science workflow looks like. Here comes the deal. So what kind of tools or technologies that one should learn if they have to become a data scientist? It is pretty simple. It basically starts with the data collection, what we did in the Netflix case study. It starts with data collection, data cleaning, and you have to do some ETL transformation and the actual data analytics part. Most of these things can be done using a programming language called SQL, and you can also use Python to do all these things. So that is your first step. So after analyzing what is happening there, you might have to, a lot of people can't just understand just based on the data. You might have to run analysis by plotting few charts, converting the data points into charts and graphs so that you can see the patterns inside the data. To plot graphs and charts, you can use any data visualization tool like Power BI or Tableau, or you might also use Python packages like Matplotlib or Seaborn to plot charts and graphs. What after this? After this comes the predictive analytics, right? So predictive analytics is nothing but the machine learning, which is a part of the data science workflow. Learning Python packages like scikit-learn, TensorFlow, etc., you can perform machine learning with your data and you can predict what is going to happen next. If you're confused and if you're just getting started with data science, I've already made a video with free resources how to study data science from scratch, and you can check out that video. In my upcoming videos, I'll be telling you how to do projects in data science and how to enhance your resume so that you can get your first internship or your first job in data science field. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in the next video. Bye.